Good governance with good intentions is the hallmark of government, and this ideal is signposting the administration of one of the high-performing state governments in Nigeria today. Borno State has been the epicenter of Nigeria's deadliest and most destructive battle with insurgency over the last decade. One individual, however, is taking the proverbial bull by the horn to rebuild, reform, reposition, and transform Borno State, turning a nightmare into a dream and a dream into reality. Hello there. Welcome to Rising Borno, Path to Prosperity, where we spotlight the stewardship of Professor Babagana Zulum, the governor of Borno State, and his uncommon leadership and how it has given birth to a new and better Borno State. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. Let's get started. Now, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum took his second oath of office on May 29, 2023, with an ambitious plan to bolster the economy and tackle the remnant of Boko Haram insurgency across Borno State. Now, it was an exciting moment, as you can imagine, for thousands who admire the governor to witness continuity of his unusual and successful leadership style in the state. The governor shared his vision to improve education, healthcare, infrastructure, agriculture, and other sectors that touch on the lives of every person in all the nooks and crannies across the state. The first 100 days for Governor Zulum is designed to consolidate the achievements of the last 4 years, anchored on his 25 years development and 10 years strategic transformation plan of sustaining enjoyed peace in Borno and provide additional provision as well as access to quality basic healthcare services, construction of hospitals, and many more.
We will provide strong commitment and political will to support NNPC in its ongoing oil exploration in Borno and ensure that Borno becomes oil producer before I leave office, inshallah. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot in my mind, but as we did at the start of our first time, I would like to visit all our 27 local government within the next few weeks and hold interactions with community leaders with a view to providing community-driven approach projects. At the headquarters of each of our local government areas, I would like us to discuss and agree on priority projects that we will achieve within 2 years of our second term. Before my visit, I implore all stakeholders and community leaders to start funding discussions to identify the priorities of their communities. I, however, caution that we should be realistic in our deliberations. We should aim to identify projects that are achievable within the limits of our resources, time, our capabilities, and the realities of our usefulness. Fellow citizens, we all have obligation to make Borno work. For me, that many of you address me with the prefix of Your Excellency. You remind me that I am required to deliver excellence in order to merit that title. Leadership for me has less to do with the title, but more to do with the services we can render, more to do with the peace we can establish, the progress we can develop, and the social, economic, and environmental changes we can bring. Our vision is to open more pathways to progress for the people of Borno State by opening up rural areas, bringing services close to the people, more especially setting up 27 microfinance banks to ensure financial inclusion of our people. Setting up 27 ICT centers in Borno State in order to promote digital literacy, listening to the people, identifying, nurturing, and developing talents that will take Borno to the next level in the nearest future. I'm very conscious of the fact that we cannot use the ideas of yesterday to run the dreams of tomorrow. That is why this second term will be about consolidation and strengthening the systems to domesticate good practice in service delivery and response to the needs of our people. We plan to be flexible in continuing things that we did well in the first term while we find new solutions to all problems. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I humbly invite you on the journey of consolidation, the journey of dreams, our collective adventure into legacy. Let us work together and bring ideas that can help our state to move forward. Our languages may be many, our tribes and ethnic affiliation may be different, our political persuasions might not be the same. We must understand that as human beings and as people of Borno State, we hold a common destiny and have a duty of care towards all citizens, regardless of their position in society. In fact, we owe more to those who have no voice. We owe greater depth of responsibility to those who are suffering, struggling. Borno State remains a huge construction site of progress. Consolidating the gains that we make requires focus and determination. We cannot be distracted by any other ambitions, no matter how pressing those may be. It is therefore important for us to attain stability, continuity, and strengthening our system to a point where things will even be better than we were in the past. I will not fail you in the sacred duty entrusted in our care in this respect, inshallah. In summary, our promises remain the same. Our commitment is unwavering. In fact, we will review the promises we made and identify which ones we have not been met and why. We will take these issues forward and do more within the limit permissible by law and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As indigents of Borno State, we have no any other alternative than support our Vice President. We shall pray for him, pray for the President, and pray for peace to reign in Nigeria. I take this opportunity to profoundly thank my boss, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for his unblinking support, dedication, attention, and concern for Borno State and the Northeast in general throughout his tenure as the President of Nigeria. It is during this time that we got Federal Polytechnic in Borno. It is during this time that Federal College of Education is being established. It is during this time that oil and gas exploration in Borno State resumed. It is during this time that we regain peace in Borno State. It is during this time that we get 132 kVA power supply to Borno State. It is during this time that we get 50 megawatt gas power supply.
Well, 100 days later, the governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, is walking the talk with these wondrous preliminary records. A look at the education sector that has taken the worst hit from the Boko Haram's deadly insurgency on Western education, which has destroyed more than 2,000 schools across the state, forcing millions of children out of school. According to the UNICEF, 1.8 million children have been forced out of school across Borno State. Now, the state government, in a concerted effort, rebuilt educational structures and recruited teachers in order to revamp and reposition the education sector across the state. Within his first 100 days back in office, Professor Zulum has made significant progress in consolidating the revival of the education sector in the state. The state has employed 4,000 new teachers in public and secondary schools across the state and awarded a multi-million naira contract for the construction of staff quarters and student hostels in Army University in Biu. 3 mega schools with state-of-the-art facilities have been completed and commissioned to absorb and reduce the number of out-of-school children across Borno State.
Well, in the education sector, we have we embarked on 6 school projects like this, and we have finished 3, and 3 are ready for commissioning. 4,000 teachers have been recruited, scholarships have been given, tuitions have been paid for students. So this is how far we have gone in the last 100 days. There are various capacity. We have the 30 classroom mega school, we have 60, we have 50, we have 48, and we have 24. And they are situated all over the state because we have built 30 in total now. We subjected them to a test, an oral interview. So we selected the best of the best. We selected 1,000 for our secondary schools. Existing vacancies based on the needs assessments were identified. So we selected based on merit and covered the gaps. Then we also tested quite a number for the primary school, and we have recruited 3,000 for our numerous primary schools in our 27 local governments across the state. The school is built for the out of school. Just take a look at what the enrollment going out now. These are out of school children, and this school will cater for 1,000. We started with 2.2 million. Now the 1.8 is the figure as of 2021. I'm sure by the time they publish the latest figures, it will be much, much lower than that. We are building more schools. We are rehabilitating destroyed school facilities. And we are enrolling students. We are taking measures for retention, a lot of measures. We have 3 schools. We have recruited teachers. We have paid scholarships. These are, well, if you quantify this, it's quite enormous. And then we have commissioned vocational centers also, 2 vocational centers, and we are about to commission 2 more. He has created access for numerous out-of-school children, access. And then he has created access for youths to learn various skills. Quite successful, and is second to none. Which governor would showcase what we have done in Nigeria?
And the healthcare sector, which has suffered a significant setback due to insurgency, is now regaining its optimal functionality with the approval of additional employment of 52 medical staff and the provision of 30-bed capacity primary healthcare centers and nurses' quarters developed in each of these zones that include Gwoza, MMC, Mafa, and Konduga, with 800 million naira worth of drugs and other hospital consumables.
free maternity care. And this will no doubt reduce the mortalities, and will no doubt it should bring succor, and will no doubt make it easy for our mothers to access the health facilities. It is in this wisdom you graciously approve the sum of 779,906,000,72 kobo for the procurement of consumer maternal drugs, as well as the laboratory and the anesthetics and surgical items. The three drugs accounted for about 517 million, while the laboratory, surgical and anesthetic equipment account for 268 million. And with these commodities, it is projected that we are going to render services to about 3,000 pregnant mothers, from pregnancy to conception to delivery. And this will take us for about 6 months, these commodities. And then equally the laboratory, as well as the surgical and the anesthetic equipment, is expected to go around 10 facilities. And we hope and we think with this, we're going to bring support to our people and then make the healthcare delivery lasting to our people. So this intervention in health is not only the only event that we witness in the health. Since I took over as the Chief Medical Director of Hospital Management Board, when you gave us that matching order, you graciously approved 17 of our memos that we presented to you, bordering on improving manpower development, bordering on providing consumables and drugs, bordering on providing equipment, and yesterday you graciously also signed into law accepted by the Commissioner, the Drug Management Agency, which will now make this easier for our people.
And on security, which is one of the biggest issues in Borno State, the governor has released a sum of 10 million naira as relief package for wounded soldiers injured in the conflict with Boko Haram and ISWAP insurgents across the state. As far as stimulus goes, 50 patrol vehicles and 300 motorbikes were donated to security agencies to bolster security across Borno State.
On this note, it is my singular honor and privilege to flag off the distribution of security vehicles to the glory of the community. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
I feel 100% all right. This kind of support today is not the first time. Last time he has contributed a lot of vehicles to the vigilante and the military, and we have done the job. We really enjoying it, and the people, they benefit on that operation. And this is the second time that the governor is distributing vehicles, motors, and some allowances for the military and the civilian detail and hunters and vigilantes. We are very happy. Inshallah, we put our effort to work with the military hand to hand, so that if there is any security information, we are going to give a credible information to the security agencies. As we are not governmental organization, this is our own job to support the other security in order to reign peace in the community.
And with all the improvement around security in Borno State, after a 13-year hiatus, core members have now returned to camping in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, a signal that life is finally getting back to pre-insurgency era, with 1,215 core members reporting to Borno State. And in his typical fashion, Governor Zulum welcomed them with open arms and a gift of 36 million naira to cover food and other logistical expenditure.
The executive judge, on behalf of all members of the platform. flag party is led by the flag commander, coming by Yakubu. This from the Anambra State University, Igbaria. Beautiful.
Salute! Let's go to the flag! Salute!
Overall commander, please then prepare them for the oath-taking exercise.
I therefore thank the NYC management for working assiduously and doing all the needful to ensure seamless orientation until today, when everything is put in place, in its proper place, to resume camp activities in Maiduguri. This is possible after His Excellency expended huge resources to ensure that our graduates coming from all parts of the country are comfortably received and protected with elaborate security arrangements to participate in this very important national assignment. It is indeed a testimony of the level of peace we have attained in Borno and great display of hospitality by His Excellency, which is recognized all over the country. May I therefore congratulate this set of core members for successfully graduating from various institutions of higher learning, despite the economic challenges and obstructions of academic calendar by a prolonged strike embarked upon by the Academic Union of Universities. The determination of His Excellency to end the insurgency and the post-insurgency developmental strides are clear indication that peace has indeed returned to Borno. This has renewed hopes and rekindled our collective efforts to carry on our business without let or hindrance. I therefore call on all the core members to relax and enjoy their stay in Borno during or even beyond the service year. Let me at this point assure you that the Borno State government is consistent in payment of monthly allowances and have made adequate provision for comfortable accommodation wherever you are going to serve as your area of primary assignment.
Distinguished invited guests, I'm pleased to inform you that a total of 1,225 core members were registered at the close of registration last night, even though some of them are still coming in, comprising of 629 males and 496 females respectively. Of this number, no one has reported any case of security threat to life or property in the course of their respective journeys to Borno State. May I also inform His Excellency of the tremendous support of the Theatre Commander, Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Major General G.U. Agubisi, the GOC, 7th Division, Memalari, Military Cantonment, Major General P.P. Mala, and the Garrison Commander, Brigadier General T.M. Apuru. In addition, our gratitude goes to the Director, Department of State Services, the Commissioner of Police, and the zonal and the state commandants of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in ensuring that the camp and its environs are safe and secure. Let me also register our appreciation to the management of the NYC under the leadership of the Director General, Brigadier General Y.D. Ahmed, DSS, FDS, MTRCN, for firmly standing with us throughout the period of our dislodgement, as well as restoration of NYC orientation course to Borno State.
It gladdens my heart to know that the entire security architecture of Borno State had witnessed tremendous progress under my watch. This is the more reason why people have returned to their ancestral homes and going about their businesses without any risk to life and property. Our synergy with the Nigerian military, paramilitary and voluntary security organizations remain very productive and action-oriented. As you make signature to commence the National Youth Service journey through Borno State, I assure you that you will all have good testimonies to make at the end of this year, inshallah. Already your predecessors must have shared their individual and collective experiences about the level of security and welfare provided for the success. I wish to restate that my administration is aware of all your welfare needs and will ensure you have reasons to outshine previous corps members in the state. In response to the request that has been made by the commander of the National Youth Service Corps, I want to assure you that the government of Borno State will soon embark on the reconstruction of your permanent site. I also wish to notify the camp managers that they should work with the officials of Borno State with a view to selecting the medical, the doctors, and other health-related courses, so that we shall very soon engage them.
Now, the recent impact of petrol subsidy removal across Nigeria is being mitigated by the Zulum administration through the uncommon disbursement of food items and non-food palliatives to households across Maiduguri, Jere, Baga, Cross Kawa, Dogo Baga, Gorzo, and Mafa, alongside other areas like Damboa and many more. Professor Babagana Zulum, as governor of Borno State, is evidently setting the bar for exceptional leadership that is people and goal-oriented, which continues to set him apart from his contemporaries across the country. Now, a testament to his recognition by the University of Ibadan as the institution's ambassador and winner of the first Primary Healthcare Leadership Award and Vanguard Personality Award, among many other accolades too numerous to mention. Now, if this record of the first 100 days of Professor Babagana Zulum as governor of Borno State is indicative of things to come in the next 4 years, the era of sustainable prosperity for the people of Borno State is surely on the horizon. Well, that's it for this week. We look forward to seeing you next time when we return with more tales from Borno State. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. From myself and the rest of the team, thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.